Hello, Aaron Kirkby here, inventor, and in this particular video I will be describing and explaining the theory in detail and the concept of this natural occurring phenomenon, on how I discovered it, on the basic fundamental principles of it and why I believe it will work, and how it has manifested itself all the way to the visual model that I've shown you in another video. Also, I will explain a little bit on why I think it hasn't been developed or conceived as of until now, as well as those who have come close. So I will allow this to start here, and I will start this with a quote from von Goethe, who says, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it." And with this innovative concept, I believe this captures the essence of exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So what we're talking about exactly in this concept is the transformation of light. I think that in its essence, that is a light ray. Light hits the water, the rain, the air, and it creates, it disperses itself and reveals the colors of the spectrum, light spectrum. And this is basically where the truth is found. Now, so basically rainbows is what holds the light in this purest form, where I'm able to transition it from where we see it in the sky as far as its colors to being a practical, pragmatic, useful form of energy. What happens when a light ray hits a prism or water? It disperses itself and creates the rainbow, or the seven colors, or the myriad colors of the rainbow, or the light spectrum. Now, I would like to say that Einstein dreamt that he was writing a light wave when it was quite fundamental in his theory of relativity, and this kind of parallels that a little bit beyond perhaps, but maybe not. Anyways, it's similar. So with that, I would point out that the light ray on the left side with the colors of the rainbow on the right are no different. They're one of the same. And that's the magic and the power and the beauty behind the simple concept that I've been able to develop. So with the light spectrum, what we have here is obviously the light hits the prism, and then it gives us the colors like I had said previously. So what I've been able to do is these seven colors right here that we see, from purple to blue to light blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, basically I've been able to use those as the rings in my visual model. And this is still obviously the theory behind it. And once again, there is no difference between the actual light beam, light ray, and the light spectrum of the colors. Now the significance of the colors is this, that from the wavelength scale, from the gamma rays all the way to the AM radio waves, the actual visible light waves are in the middle somewhere, but it's a very small portion of the wavelengths that it's a part of. And to be able to utilize this simple, the simple wavelengths the way I intend to do it, the way it's been revealed to me, is to utilize the transformation and the transition occurs right here. Instead of looking at it from purple or red, now we're able to see the same colors on the very bottom, but in the middle of the screen you see the actual wavelength, right? So on the left side you see the red, and the wavelength on the red is a lot longer compared to purple, which is on the right side, which is more compressed, like a spring, a tight spring. So that is basically a light wave. What we're looking at is a light wave when it's dispersed into different colors. Meanwhile, it's basically the same. Now, when it reveals itself, when it revealed itself to me, or allowed me to actually see, was this, was if each color has its own wavelength, with its own crest to trough to crest, with its own length from crest to crest, then what keeps me from you tapping into this power or this energy, right? Because that's all this is wavelengths, it's energy. And so I could use red all by itself and it wouldn't create the same force or create the same results as if I were to combine all 7, hence them equaling a light wave or a light ray or a light beam. So basically what we're looking at right here, folks, is the same thing as looking at my model, my visual model that I have developed just to demonstrate, not demonstrate what it would look like, but more importantly, the point of this theory is to explain it in a way that you could grasp it and see its potential to be a thriving part of our daily life and how it can contribute to your life as well as your children and your neighbors and thereof. So let me continue on here. So that basically what we're looking at is the simplicity of a rainbow. So now here's a logic of how the actual thought occurred.